An Olympian helping to kick off the big E-Prix. There was racing outside of Hard Rock Stadium today, the Formula E Miami E-Prix.
Antonio Felix da Costa wins again in Berlin.
So as expected, it's Terry who's coming away, and that's an impressive win.
Radio check. Hey TeeTee, I'm
Hi,
Antonio.
how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
We're here in your grounds of work.
Yes.
Heard you're gonna kick my ass today. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Not much today.
We'll
More
cross
learning.
over.
We're gonna cross over. I'm
Okay,
gonna go to
good.
your track, you at my track now.
Good.
I'm gonna teach you a little something, you're gonna teach me a little something, we just gonna go from there.
I can't wait. I'm not a great runner, but let's see what
I'm
happens.
not that fast of a driver. I'm not gonna say I'm not a great driver, I'm not that fast of a driver.
That's how it should be. Before you actually get to the track, I guess you're coming from locker rooms or warm-ups. Like, what's your, say if your race is at 1 p.m., how far back do you go for getting yourself in the right mindset? And
We'll arrive maybe like 2 hours early because our warm-up already is an hour long.
Got it.
And then you wanna get on the table, you know, with physio,
Yes.
get things done before. And then we'll
Elbows.
yes. So we'll just get worked on, you'll do your warm-up, and then you have a 30-minute call time. So
Got
you
it.
have to sit in the call room for 30 minutes
Really?
prior to your race.
what do you do?
So me personally, I'll go and I'll maybe do some drills or some block starts because you don't want to be sitting around too long.
Got it.
And then when I go out onto the track, the ritual that I have is we'll stand behind the blocks. I'll come
Always
around
from the
them.
left?
Yeah, I think I normally come from the left. That's
But
a
you
good
don't-
question.
You don't think about it, because when I jump in my car, I always go
on the
from
same
the
side.
left. With some
That's a
cars I
good
don't have an
question.
option because the steering wheel's on, but in Formula E, you can get in from whatever side, and I always jump in from the left. That's why I asked it.
No, that's a great question because now I'm thinking, but majority of the time I think I just naturally
Your body takes
go
you there.
to the left
Yeah, got
side.
it.
But what I'll do is I'll be standing behind when the starter give us the cue. I'll walk in front. And then I'll back leg first always, and then I'll go to front leg, get situated, and then set. On the starters come in, and then go.
Always
and
the
take off.
same ritual.
Yes, always the same ritual. And then the day before the meet, because I know you all have like qualifying races.
Yeah, so our days are pretty long to actually get to the race. So we go through a few different things as well. But I like to ask about this stuff because I've got my own little things as well. I'm not too paranoid, but you know, I always get in from the left, and I have my stretch rituals as well before I actually jump in the car. Make sure I crack my back, stretch my back. The seat's made to measure, so the seat's perfectly
really?
made to measure to all your little lumps and muscles.
Yeah.
It's all taken into account on the seat, and then the seat belts are super tight. So we normally jump in the car 10 minutes before we have to drive it. But you're in there like tight, you know, so I just want to make sure before I get in I kind of loosen up, crack up, and then get in the car.
So typically you want to have your arms shoulder width, and you want to place all your weight on your shoulders. And then the starter usually say set. You'll come up to set, and then you take off.
That's explosive. So at this point, both your heels will be on the blocks.
Just as long as the ball of your foot is on the block, so it's like you're coming up, and you're just raising up like this, and you have your weight over on your shoulders, and then you just take out. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah.
You know, I love watching sports and when it comes down to the line, but I'm so interested in, you know, the grassroots and what happens behind the scenes, because that's where you win them or lose them. So
Yeah, so what about for you all as drivers, you know, maybe coming around the turn, the way you may hit the turn, like does that cost you or?
Well, yeah, massively, but you know, our racing is so there's a lot of engineering, there's a lot of technology, and then at the end of all that, if that's done properly, then us as drivers, we gotta drive it to the absolute limit. But there's a lot of technology involved, and for example, my car, I can change the settings of my car corner by corner.
Oh, really?
And then once I tell the car what settings I want in terms of braking and all these other things that I can have the technology help me with, the car will then change itself. But this means at home, we gotta go to the simulator, and we spend like 2 or 3 days in the simulator just doing thousands of laps, making sure that we perfect all these little details. And then once I'm happy with that, I start working on my lines, on my trajectories, what line is better in this corner, or wider, tighter, early exit, later exit, whatever, late braking, all of that stuff. Then on top of that, okay, how do we beat 20 guys when we're all on the track at the same time, wheel by wheel, and touching each other, and also there's a lot of backstage things that, you know, again, people normally tend to sit on the couch and comment the race, and he sucks and he's good, and you know, even the guys who sometimes finish last, they are very, very good. There's no one here, there is no one that's a bad driver or a bad team. So that's why the level of work and attention to detail is so critical. But that's honestly, that's what I chase. I love chasing that perfection. I love chasing that. Sometimes if I don't do enough on the sim, I go home, and maybe a couple of 100 laps more would have helped me to find a little.
And that's kind of how it is with
I mean,
track.
I think every sport at the highest level, you have to get down to those limits. But I love that. I think that's awesome. Obviously, when you run the 100 meters and the 200, you're on your own, but then there's the relay, and then you actually have to know how to work as a team with your teammates. So how is that?
Yes, because you have that. You also have that confidence going into it. Like, okay, I know this is my teammate. This is how she run. I train with her. We do this. We do that. And you all know the goal that you all have going into it. And it kind of makes it more easier to be able to practice with each other because you're familiar with each other.
Got it.
You know how each other responds to certain situations and things.
How important is passing the?
Very important.
You train that, like whose responsibility is that you don't drop it?
So it's everyone's responsibility. But if you take a look here, this zone you have right here, that's a 30-meter zone. So you can only get the baton once you pass this diamond.
Got it.
So I can't be back here and get the baton.
Got it. You have to
because
start.
I have to be in it already. Yeah, and you have to get it before that diamond.
Got it.
I can show you here. So typically, so come right here. So you on second leg, right? So normally what we'll do is we'll stand 1 foot in front to give us that breathing room.
Yeah.
To make sure you don't step back.
Yeah, you're already legal.
Anything, so you'll already be there. And then you want to move your foot over a little bit, because you want to make sure
we both have to stay in this lane.
we got to stay in this, we both got to stay in this lane. So you want to make sure I have enough space. So you want to put this foot in front of you. Yeah, so you want to make sure we both have enough space. And it's like, normally we'll have a mark down. And it's like when a person hit that mark, is when you start running.
And I'm looking at that mark?
Yeah, you look at my foot to touch that mark, and then you run, and then you throw your hand back.
I run as fast as I can?
You don't just go like this.
Yeah?
You gotta run, and then you throw it back as fast as you can, And then that's how we kind of move the baton. You wanna try?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, throw that hand back, okay?
Yeah.
And you gotta make sure you stay in your lane. You can't go outside your lane, okay?
I don't wanna outrun you.
Go. That was good.
That was all right.
Have patience.
Yeah.
Because normally, when you take out, I may not be right there on you, but I'm making ground. So the fact that you stay patient,
I just do this, right?
Yeah, but you stay patient. You wasn't trying to search for it.
Yeah, I trusted that you were gonna find my hands. Yeah,
and that's what's key to running a great 4x1.
Yeah. All right, TeeTee. Awesome. Thank you for that, showing me your world and your track. And now it's time for you to come to our track on Saturday here in Miami and complete this crossover. Hopefully we give you a podium so you can come on the podium with us.
You're welcome, and I'm ready to see your track. I know it's going to be extremely fast.
Can't
wait to see it.
About to go racing here in Miami as the 5 red lights are now coming on. It's time.
No, you never come back. I'ma be the best that you never had.
So far, we done did qualifying rounds. Antonio did his thing. He finished P3. Mitch finished P9. I done did my talk with the other panelists, ate some good food. Now we got to head to the garage to see the driver's side autographs and meet Mitch.
You never had. I'ma kick back when you fake like that. Head out of the game, I don't play that fact. Won't you let me go?
This one is similar.
I'ma be the best that you never had.
Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Hopefully we give you guys a good one today.
It'll
be fun.
I'ma be the best that you never had. I'ma kick back when you fake like that. Head out of the
masterclass then as the lights go out and we go racing. Vince DaCosta in the mix there. He is side by side. I thought we were going to get a repeat of what we had. One lap ago, goes for the switchback on the inside. Side by side they go. That is absolutely phenomenal from Mitch Evans. Plays him like a fiddle. First time since Berlin 2025. Jaguar TCS Racing had no points on the board going into this weekend, but they are now winners in Formula E Season 12 as Mitch Evans wins here in Miami ahead of Nico.